All right, we're recording, guys. Gotta say that so y'all niggas don't try to sue a
We're
nigga.
live, pal.
All right, three, two.
It's simple.
I know I ain't come outside with no lighter in this bitch.
There you go. I got one too.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are here for a special edition of Reasonable Wrestling. I'm looking poo poo the fool out here with no lighter to start the show. It's supposed to be the most high, and I can't even get high in this motherfucker. What's going on, Chidi? What's going, man?
What's good? What's
Hold me
good,
down
guys?
while I
We're
go
here
get a lighter, dog.
for sure. Yeah, we're here with X.
What's up?
X3. Yo, man. We've been watching your shit for past. I guess was it 2 years you started? You've been doing this.
No, I know. I think I found out about homie 4 years ago when
4 years ago.
we was at six
Mm.
five five three.
6553. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found about homie about 4 years ago, and I think I brought him into the zeitgeist about 2 years ago when you moved on Brandywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's when I saw like things kind of kick up. But you've been doing this for how long?
Um, on some real shit, like since 2008. Like I've been wanting to do
Wow.
this shit forever, but in this current run, the current extra you see today has been since 2016, 2015.
okay.
Yo,
So I moved to Florida in 2018. So that means you did like a little rebranding.
So okay, I know I can. It's weird. I can tell my different eras by year. Yeah, 2016 was like I was like fresh in. I'm like, I think I could talk about wrestling on YouTube. I knew about YouTube a lot though, um, but 2017, 2018 is where I really started fucking cooking. Like I. I think about it. I was literally thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, God damn, I was in a different bag back then. Where's that guy at? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, 2017, 2018 is some of my best shit. Besides like the 2020, 2021
Yeah,
run where I
your
started going to
pandemic run
TikTok.
when you had, yeah, that pandemic run was so creative. You just
Yeah,
out there doing shit.
that's a weird story about that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on. I love weed and wrestling, and I
uh-huh.
knew this is that I've been waiting on it again.
Yeah, this is the part for it. I don't smoke as much as I used to because I get panic attacks. I smoked a lot yesterday.
Mm,
And then sure enough, I got a panic attack. But what's funny about all that is that I then get extreme insight. Like you guys were just talking about insight on creativity, and
mm,
I wanted to ask you about that process of the process of coming up with your material. Is it just
Right.
random inspiration? Because I know
it,
I get a lot when I smoke,
yeah.
but is it? And then me and him go back and forth when we were high when we used to be roommates. We just get high, come up with an idea, and just try to put it in the pot, and
Yeah.
work on it, or get creative with get the cameras and everything. So, how's your process work, or is it just random?
It's both, honestly, because a lot of people don't know this. I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but I'm still new, a new smoker for real. Like I started in 2019. I
Okay.
did not smoke before then, so even my old videos, that was pure me, sober as fuck, dumbass ideas. But it's
Word.
like, yeah, but with weed, it helped more because like I can feel it depending on what I smoke because I love learning about weed too. Like a lot of niggas be like, yo, I got some gas. I'm gonna just, I legit love the knowledge behind weed. You feel me? The
Absolutely.
sativa shit. I'm a big sativa guy. I know those strains are gonna make my gears turn. But like when I'm either working or I go out and walks a lot, I'll just be walking and it's a weird thing. Like all of my skits or something, I would say the joke out loud. Like if there is a joke I need to land, I'll try to deliver it right there. I'll just like just kind of entertaining myself. I go, that could be a good idea. Hold on, and then I just keep going, and then it just starts playing in my head. It's not even Like, because if I try to sit and think of an idea, I'm not gonna get shit. I get backed up. I go, damn, I'm ass. I'm washed. But like, I'll be just chilling, say something dumb. Yeah, turn the light on. I'll have to do it right there. Like, a lot of my best shit happened in the moment, and I don't really write my scripts down. Like, I would just have to keep talking in different takes. Go, you know what, that'll work, and then start just doing it that way. But,
wow, so you're almost like an impromptu.
Yeah, like
kinda
I'm a
got a
very
gift.
spur in the moment. Like, that's why I'm so inconsistent too. Cause like, if I don't got none, I don't got none. I can't. I'm
know
a
that
type
feeling.
like I don't like, and there's no knock to people to do this because it's the way, it's the game. But like, let's say for example, one of my TikToks that really put me on the map is when I did the match cards thing, right? And I'm like, yeah, that shit was fun. I loved it. Niggas was fucking with it. It got reposted everywhere. Everybody, yo, do another one. Do another one. I'm like, I mean, I could, but what am I gonna do? And then I don't want to just be I got you scrolling my TikTok. I'm just fucking doing literally everybody's. I'm not doing that. I can show you, hey, here's a funny video this way. Then I can get you another one this way. Different look. But like, a lot of people will be like, oh, this dude just did this match card video. He's about to have 30 of them. And it works. People be doing that shit on TikTok all the time. Like, yeah, do this. All right, got you. And once again, no knock at people who's like that, but I can't. I need to change shit up all the time.
You become like the match card guy. Like,
like you're not gonna fuck with my other shit, which I heard you bring it up earlier. I might as well get it out the way now. With the Vibe Guys, me and Brandon has a video that is probably the most popular piece of media I've been in. And we reacted to mashup theme songs a couple years ago. It got 1 million views. Niggas loved it. Yo, when's part 2? I'm like, oh shit, they wanted part 2, Brandon. That's fire. A year later, because this is during the pandemic and shit. So like, we didn't even really know when I was gonna go back to the house again. We dropped part 2. Oh shit, part 2. It blew up again. Then when I moved back home from Ohio and I'm doing my own shit, hey, where's Mashups part 3? What? They're not commenting on any of my other videos. They're just like, hey, can you tell Brandon I said what's up? Can you drop a Mashups video? Did you fuck with the video I just put out or not? Like, what? No, it was getting so annoying that I didn't even want to do another one for real. I'm like, because if I escaped that, I was just the mashups guy. I would be like, oh, new viewer coming to Twitch. Hey, I love that mashup video. Yep, get him out of here. I already know where this is going. Get him out of here. Because especially when we told the people, I don't live there anymore. I can't just walk in the room and go, hey, when's this mashup? I can't do, if it was harder to do it back then. So like, they just wasn't listening. Niggas just was not caring. But like, that's another thing. It's like, I didn't want to keep making those so often because then I'm just that guy. But whether you can see me as, oh, that's X3, yeah, I know him from there, but that dude has great videos all across the board. Like, that's how I want it to be.
And you know what's crazy? That's kind of how we fell into this of where we're at, right? Because following the mode or the wave or the influence of what it is that we create, it makes it less authentic to what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? So like when we settled in to be like, yo, we can't sit in front of a computer all day or a camera all day or a green screen all day and edit ourselves all day and go through the audio. Like once we figured that out, we was like, yo, can we smoke weed and just chop it up and be friends in front of the camera? That is the most purest form of like
real shit.
We tried.
I even wanted to do the podcast like that, and I only got 2 episodes out. I was like, damn, hold on.
It's not easy, you know. Regardless of what kind of media you're doing, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, it's going to be about consistency and originality, and also authentic. I think we like to do our authenticity. Like, you know, we want to be authentic to who we are. What we see about you is that you have the originality. You're consistently original in everything you put out. And like you said, it's not because you're doing it out of like, hey, I'm known as this, let me just do what works. A lot of people, like you said, on TikTok want to just do what works. They do a couple of videos, they see, but this is what people want, I'm just going to give them that, and they do blow up, you know. But that I think that, you know, people like us that can also look at our lives and say, listen, this is not what I want to become. It's not easy, because when you can see the opportunity there to chase, you know, a number,
it
you
just
know,
don't get fun for real.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
know, but
I
you
gotta
don't
wait till what trends and then just do the same shit everybody else is doing. That's
exactly.
weird. And like, I don't get me wrong, I love following the trend sometime using a sound on TikTok, but like everyone, I can't. It's just weird. Like, isn't this like the new era of media consumption now, where everything damn near feels the same, even when it's almost different?
Yeah.
And when you can start telling when a nigga is like, oh, I see this is popping, let me do it, then I'm checking out. When I see all of my Instagram, it's just shorts, and everyone going, like, as soon as it pops up, today we are doing this, and it has the fucking subtitles, I'm scrolling past it, bro. I don't give a fuck, because it sounds like it sounds like a Call of Duty video, sounds like a Minecraft video, wrestling. Everyone has that same format of explode onto the screen with subtitles and then show your B-roll. Man, what happened to what happened to just showing me some shit without looking like the next? God, that shit makes me sick, man.
It's like a copy and paste, you know.
Like, I can't. And
formula.
it's like I be fucking with some of the videos. I'm like, damn it, you got me, you fucking son of a bitch.
And to kind of pivot or kind of shift to like the wrestling content, right? That so when we got into the podcasting, we were ignorant, right? We didn't know how much we didn't know how expansive this black community was within wrestling. Like the consumption, like you say, the consumption or our echo chamber was based off of what was available mainstream, right? So I fell into listening to, you know, Conrad and Brian Campbell and all those other guys and whatever the case may be. So we get into the podcast game and you realize that, damn, everybody is kind of it's like this everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you say it's an asshole, everybody got an asshole and it stinks. You know what I'm saying? It's like so you realize that everybody is in this, and you're trying to approach it from a different kind of perspective, and then you just fall into it, right? You fall into being a review show, and what do you think? Instead of like breaking down what we originally wanted to come in and do production element of what we saw on the show. Our best segments, count the segments. What was the best produced? What was the best written of the night? You know what I'm saying? Who had like what was our high spot, low spots? That was the content, because we figured that the game was missing that. You know what I'm saying? And to kind of say that with you, the reluctancy to put yourself out there and look quote unquote goofy or whatever the case is. Like you got how falling in old WWE games used to be, right? Yeah. And is you literally on a jungle gym falling, jump to you rolling in the leaves.
Yeah, and which is craziest thing about that video, a lot of people, if you were following me back then, you would know. But I believe that's the TikTok I made either the day of or before my grandma passed. It was like I'm pretty sure that was the same day, actually, because I remember early in the morning, like late night, I had to talk to my dad, like, yeah, it's not going to be looking good. I'm fuck. My world shattered. I'm already, because she lived here in the house I'm in right now. My dad and my grandma lived here. But when I came back from the Vibe House during the pandemic, I wasn't staying here. All of my shit was in Ohio, but I was staying at my girl's house because we couldn't really risk it coming back here with my grandma and my dad. So that there are TikToks and shit I could show y'all where I can pinpoint the other side of the lens. It's crazy that is I'm like, hey, I'm about to do some shit from Here Comes the Pain. The same day, I should be not on social media. Niggas should be like, yeah, rest in peace. I'm crying all day. I was out there jumping off a jungle gym. Like, it's a crazy thing.
You mentioned like the other side of your life, you know, and as content creators, people don't see that. You know, people
Yes.
don't know it. You know,
Correct.
people don't. You know, the
Correct.
mental toll you takes. You know, on the other things you got going on, and they're like, hey, just make out another mashup. You know, it's and you know are catering to the crowd. And what I like about this is that you haven't lost yourself in it. You know,
Yeah.
you seem very grounded. You know when you pinpoint things in your real life when you're doing like video, that consistency, that dedication to your craft and your artwork. So I applaud you for that because it's not
I
always easy to
appreciate
get
that.
up and
Yeah.
put content out when you have real life issues, whether it is personal, relationship, you know, family, all that
Financial, you
stuff.
know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Like that's another thing. Like, and what's crazy, Chidi, before you got on the joint,
Mhm.
we had an off script conversation about
Mhm.
just like how we do, like
Yeah.
how are you, right?
Yeah.
And my man tried to put on the face and was
So
like,
I'm
I'm like, nah,
like,
nigga, that ain't what we
like
do.
I'm out, you know.
Like, because we know, man, like
Yeah.
honestly, like we know like the shit is tough. You know what I'm saying? And then not even just from like because it's inconsequential. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that we doing, it doesn't really necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things, right? Like we never knew being a content creator was in our fucking grass. So we
Shit.
had to get a job and had to go to school
Yeah.
and had to do all that. So we feel like we lost time and everything. Finally get into it, and we
Yeah.
behind, and we got to learn shit, and we fighting against ourselves and other people, and this
Man.
fight night, the resources, like all this shit, bro. And you be like, what am I doing this shit for?
People
You know
think
what
it's
I mean?
easy.
I will say though, like I've been around the content game, so it doesn't seem like it for everybody else, but like being there for when niggas weren't getting paid for this, and I still was like, I want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I remember my older brother would make little funny videos online and shit in like 07, 08, where I'm in 5th grade. I shouldn't even be on, you feel me? I shouldn't even have profiles online like this. But I'm like, I knew I wanted to be on YouTube through Rook and just watching it fucking get to where it's at now. I often think like, damn, I'm really doing this shit for real, for real. Like I was a kid in elementary, like I want my name on the banner because if you remember, I'm back on YouTube. The layout, you had your profile picture and then the video, square type beat.
Yeah.
But if you were partnered, you're getting graphics at the top of your channel. I wanted X3RYU5 just in big letters.
Mhm.
I couldn't make photo. I couldn't do anything. I just wanted to see my name above my YouTube channel, branding wise, like just like fire. Because I knew if I had that, I'm cooking. And then they just gave it to everybody. So okay, then I'm gonna just keep doing it. Fuck it. And
Yeah.
then like I've been in the gaming part of YouTube. I wanted to vlog. I wanted the rest. Like this my current channel is like the closest I've been to like really doing shit and making shit happen. And it's so fire. Because I didn't know niggas get paid from it before then. I was still doing it. And then
Yeah.
niggas started getting paid from like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah, man. Well, it's good,
Yo,
man.
that's go ahead. I'm sorry, Cheese.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, it seems like as you evolve, you're finding more and more yourself, more and more your lane, and more what you like to do, rather than just what the audience want. What do I actually want to put out each week, or you know, every week? You know, and me and him go through it too. Like, we like get back to like we have our spats. We're like, yo, what do we do next? Because it's always about evolution. It's like with us, we have this phrase we say, evolution ain't a mystery. It's hard work. You know, and that's obviously evolution WWE. We base it off of that, but it is about putting in the hard work to find what works for you and that evolution and for yourself. Because if you got caught up doing the mashups, because there's only so many mashups you can do. After that, then what? So we always trying to pivot, always trying to find it. And I see that you consistently are growing. So just props to that, because like when you bring up the real life situations and things going on, to be consistent in that. Wow, all that, and we go through a pandemic and we're still doing it, and you do make people happy. Everything you do is like relatable. Like it's like if you were a wrestling kid growing up, and you watch your content, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I remember this shit. I remember that.
Like that's what I was really going for. It's like I just want niggas to laugh. I want people to be happy with my shit, and it's just shit I went through, or it's shit I could create and still like. early on, like TikTok was the main example of if you were growing up watching wrestling, you're gonna fuck with me. Like I still try to do shit like that, but you know, it got to be more topical to get the view. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like I still love the early. Like I'm an early 2000s kid. Like, well, I was born in '98, but obviously early 2000s is my shit. So like all those TikToks, Here Comes the Pain, Smack vs. Raw, I already know. I'm going to my audience. Well, with the audience I want to grow is I want people my demographic and older. The young ones that be coming through. This ain't for you. Like I don't know how to. I appreciate it.
You know what's crazy too? Speaking of that, none of the shit that we're doing is ever geared to us.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Easy. We're the only motherfuckers here.
My streams are labeled like for mature audiences only. Yeah, I got niggas like, yeah, X, I was born in 2008. And what are you doing in here? Leave. What? Ew, you're a kid. What are you doing? And I be getting shot out, like, because I love to support all of my supporters and shit. But a little kid will come like, hey, X3, I'm a big fan of your stuff. What's up, man? You shouldn't be watching my content. I have a potty mouth on YouTube, but I appreciate it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
They're gonna find it some way.
They go
like
exactly. They go. But you again when you say how I'm gonna make my money, how I make people happy, how people know about me, your word of mouth and your it's not generic, but it is generic. You talking about early like your generic humor and the way that you can extrapolate that is going to allow you to have a broad and expand your audience. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why I love content.
We speak affirmations on here, dog. So whatever you're trying to do, you gonna grab it.
My main thing, because I love like 2000s TV. Fucking like I'm a big skit guy. Y'all know I like to get creative. If you get a green screen, it's a wrap. That's all I gotta say. The world is your oyster. Once you know how to green screen some shit, once you can create your own world, even without a green screen. If you know how to build a character on camera, oh man, you can have some fun with this. Because niggas wouldn't even, if niggas don't fuck with it, who cares? Because I'm over here, like, I'm cackling. Sometimes I'll be filming, get the giggling to myself, like, yeah. I'm a funny fucking guy. If this don't blow up, I might slap someone. Like that's how I be feeling sometimes.
Yeah, man. Shit, like Chris be popping himself all the time. Yeah,
that's all you gotta really do. If you can pop yourself, you might can pop anybody else for real. That's how you build your audience.
Sure,
you
it's true.
Pop yourself first. Know your test audience. If your audience relate to you, then if you pop yourself, you're popping them, and that's how you grow that community. Rather than just sticking with whatever everyone else is doing, you're not gonna have a sense of community. But if niggas know I love commercials and I do a bit with the commercial, oh yeah, we in here.
Yeah. Not to mention, if you go far down the line doing something that you're not, then eventually you're gonna be like having an identity crisis. Like, listen, this is really not me. I got all my money doing this, all my fame doing something that genuinely is not all me. I want to do this other thing, and then you start doing your new stuff, and people are like, yo, what's this shift? You know,
but because it ain't the other thing. That's
exactly. But you do watch current day wrestling, correct? Yeah. So I like to find out more about people, you know, on this pod by asking a simple question, and that is, who are your top 5 wrestlers of all time and your top 5 currently? Because that's 2 different questions. Because you find out a lot about people when you find out their top 5. You know, you can do, you know, top 3, whatever you want.
I can, okay. Because all right. You can find out a lot about me by just this statement alone. It's so hard for me to rank anything because I love so much shit that like I cannot give you a definitive top 5 because I'll say a name and then I'll think and I go, wait, hold on, because then it keeps this changing all the time. But in the moment right now, March 21st, 2023.
All right.
Top 5, I'll go current day right now.
Okay.
Number 1. We the ones. Come on. We are the ones.
Thank you.
Bruno Sammartino, count your fucking days, buddy. We in here. If Cody don't fit, because number 2, I'm a big American roller coaster guy. I love Cody Rhodes. But if he don't finish the story,
oh god,
Bruno, pack it up, buddy. There's a new one in town.
Yo, that's crazy.
Number 3, and then it's whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm so I can't. I just love. I don't know. Number 3 on the indies,
and it gotta be in order. By the way, it could just be like just people that you know that automatically right now you're interested in seeing.
With, I'm fucking with Isaiah Broner from Detroit on the indies. Dude's been killing it lately. Okay. Pretty biased because of Naptown All-Pro, the promotion I work for, but he's like, I was not familiar with him before I started doing shit with Naptown, and it's my favorite. I can't boo this dude. I want to.
His name is Isaiah Bruno?
Isaiah Broner. The problem.
Okay.
I suggest y'all look him up with Jocelyn Navarro. They are fire. He's from Detroit. You feel me? Rep 7 Mile. I'm not gonna throw it up on the camera, but it's so he's funny as hell. Okay. Funny guy, but just good. Big nigga shit. Just throwing lariats and powerbomb. That's what it's about. Another one I really enjoy watching right now. See, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
off the top of your head. First person that comes to mind. It's too much.
All right, here's why I'm so, because I'm about to say something that a lot of people might disagree with. All right. I love wrestling. Don't get me wrong.
That's what we're here for. That's what this podcast is here for.
I love a good wrestling match. However, I don't give a fuck about the wrestling match, dog.
Give me your shenanigans.
Man, what? We are if we're watching Raw, SmackDown, or Dynamite, and you ring that bell, that match better end in the next 10 to 15, bro. Because what are we doing? I don't give a fuck about your wrist locks, your shit. Get your shit.
Don't hit them bombs on this guy, yo.
And let's get on with the shenanigans, bro. Because we all know it's so true when I say this: wins and losses don't matter for real. Who gives a fuck, boy? If we're wrestling, if me and Shitty having a match, we could go 10, 15 even. That's cool. But on the 10-minute mark, I better see bro coming down the ramp and about to get into some bullshit. I'm not here to go who's the better man. I want to know what the fuck's about to happen, because then at the pay-per-view, we can lock in for the match. Of course. I love in-ring as much as the next guy, but if we're on Raw, SmackDown, cut that shit out, all right? Don't throw no 5-star match on my free TV, bro. Give me a well-written segment where I go, damn, that's some good TV.
No,
that's why I'm a Bloodline fan, because that's one of the best stories I've seen in my days.
Yeah, I was saying to Chris on the pod earlier, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was saying that the Bloodline is probably the best story I've seen since Tommaso and Johnny, but it's even better than that. So I think that it's probably going back to like Owen and Brett. I kind of shit like, because it's family, all the family bonds and shit like that. That's what I like, So it's the best thing in wrestling for sure. And then you got the ties between Sammy and KO, the friendship, that deep storytelling. It's like you can't ask for anything more in your wrestling. When we started this podcast, we were asking for more representation in wrestling, Black representation, and I think we're starting to see more of that. And then I started to like say, all right, we're getting that. Now what am I asking for my wrestling? And I was like, it's storytelling. They're missing like TV storytelling week to week. Like, this is still a television show. And I'm like, yo, they're finally getting there over the past 2 years. Ooh, look at them. I wish I could smell it. I
can see I can see some of the purple in different areas now. I know they got that. But I like with my wrestling, because like everybody is, if you're not watching wrestling for the in-ring work, yeah. Anyway, when niggas get the wrestling, good match. I could be like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's a fire match. I'm not about to sit there and tell you each spot, like unless you're doing some ignorant shit. You feel me? Like if you about to jump out the crowd into some tables, I'm all for it. I love my.
I hear this upcoming Wednesday match supposed to be something like that.
See, and I think I work, which is some bullshit. Because whenever I want to watch AEW, niggas want to go for star ratings. Oh, we got it's top of the hour, this banger match. Cool. I great. Ha ha ha, great. But like also, if you in that match, then you get a little promo, and then you do another banger match, bro. Please, where's my shenanigans, dude? Tony, I appreciate we're eating and niggas are going crazy, putting their bodies on the line, yeah. But also, why isn't somebody getting jumped in the grocery store? Why isn't a car getting stolen or blew up backstage? I need dumb shit in my wrestling. I don't want because it sounds hypocritical. I can be there for a good match, but I don't want to see good matches all the damn time.
No, you're early 2000s.
You don't even need a bad match.
Like the early 2000s created
2000, baby,
you know?
Dude,
that's why you like that.
That's that style.
Benoit is my favorite. I can say it because it's my fucking podcast. Benoit is my favorite wrestler. Kurt Angle's right there. Chris Jericho's right there. Like that fucking Oval Intercontinental Championship is like that's some of the best wrestling that you can ever want. But my nigga, the Ministry of Darkness, woo, I mean, that is some storytelling right there.
Like, because here's also the thing with me is like, unlike a lot of wrestling fans online, if I can adjust my brain setting to the product I'm watching. If I'm watching Raw, shit, yeah. If I'm watching Raw, I'm not about to sit up here acting like I'm about to get AEW levels of wrestling.
Talk that shit, youngin.
If I'm watching AEW, I know I swear to God, this is how I watch AEW every week. Dynamite's on right here. I'm playing NHL right here. Oh, they going kind of crazy. And I'm because they're wrestling. I don't give a fuck. If I know you're about to do some shit, oh yeah, I'll go. I'm right here. If we got this match and it's about to be a banger, I don't care. Because it's so oversaturated. It's like I get it.
You know, and I feel you. I
podcast game is oversaturated.
I get it, bro. Konosuke Takeshita is fire. I love the guy, but I'm not like
invested. I need some shenanigans with homie.
Like, you give me a Konosuke match first, you better give me a shenanigan ass promo next. Don't run back another banger, dude. Come on, man.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? Speaking of shenanigans, I thought Stokely was gonna bring right, but they hide him a lot out of just 30-second joints. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be forgetting, like, because I can't have a big knowledgeable conversation about AEW as of late because I'm in and out of the show. I be trying to, like, I watched Revolution. I missed last week's wrestling, like all of it. I missed SmackDown, Raw. I was working. Damn.
What is your current state of it all? Because I think everything can kind of be summed up in this.
I try to watch a bit of the main three: Raw, Dynamite, AEW. I'll always go, damn, they got a lot of shenanigans on NXT. I need to watch that, and I'll never watch NXT. I say it week after week. I go, damn.
It's a ton of shenanigans.
They kind of going crazy over there with these shenanigans. And then I watch NXT, niggas get the wrestling all show. I'm like, what the fuck? They showing me the last week. Damn, they at the crib? I missed that one?
Yo,
y'all want to wrestle?
Johnny Gargano and Grayson Allen was at the...
Yo, I saw that. I was shocked too. I was like, oh shit.
I swear, we were watching Raw last night. I got off work at 9 or 8. I'm on my way home. So I'm missing the like opening shit. I'm like, oh yeah, let me see what's Johnny Gargano's match. I was familiar that he came back to NXT because I said, hey, I'm gonna watch this episode of NXT it was I think that show was Roadblock. So of course they were fucking wrestling. Mm-hmm. But I was watching for the Grayson Waller shit because I don't know a lot about Grayson Waller, but I be catching Grayson Waller a lot. And I'm like, damn, this shit's fire.
That nigga's full of shenanigans.
Yeah, like I be watching that. I was on the Instagram live and on the TV. I'm like, yo, this shit kind of cool. I love the shit like that. But then I just never, whenever it's a Tuesday, I catch myself streaming because like I was saying, and it's bad to say, but NXT's on. Niggas don't really. I'll stream. I don't give a fuck. Like that's how it really is. And then I'll go, damn, I'm missing some shit on NXT.
Yeah,
but
NXT's been a little bit off for past like year, so it hasn't hasn't been musty. Put it that way. It's not been bad. But it hasn't been musty like it used to be. I understand. That's understandable.
I loved when NXT 2.0 debuted. That was the funniest episode of wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Shit was crazy. Like I loved this. I just wasn't consistent watching it because like I'm so far behind. Yeah, I'm like I'm on the window. I'm like I know niggas, but I don't know what they doing. So it's hard for me to hop back in. I'm gonna just wait till I have to stand and deliver for real to hop.
No, but
get into it.
Honestly, I think Chase U is doing some really good
like
shit.
I fuck with Chase U whenever I see them on TV.
like Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. They doing some real Sisters of Destruction type shit that I'm fucking with.
Okay.
I like that.
Ooh, okay, because I saw Isla Dawn return one of them. I was watching that episode. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, off the ladder. So they had like a little bloodthirsty feud and kind of just like, you know what? Because that if we just fuck everybody up together, you know what I'm saying?
I saw that and I put two and two together. Why can't a lot of other people try to do that? I was like, okay, I assume they're feuding because he said it on commentary. I was like, yeah, all right, this makes sense to me already. And then I didn't really. But people, this don't make sense to me. People don't be looking for the context in wrestling anymore. They want wrestling, and then they want to. I will tell you everything is about to happen. Enjoy the show. Why?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I like
everything that's about to happen.
I like the spontaneity in it all. Now when you say that, because what started this conversation, what started us recording today, you tweeted about Cody and Roman.
Oh yeah.
Now that's gonna be, I know it's gonna be longer than 15-20 minutes, but it might be 20, but that's gonna be fantastic, spectacular show of entertainment right there.
And here's where this is what the shit I be talking about, right? Because Roman and Cody ain't having 40-minute bangers every week. Niggas is talking. We're getting segments. That is what and I know we about to get what could possibly be the most dramatic ass match of all time.
Yo, it's gonna take 20 minutes to get to the ring, my nigga.
Because once again, like I said earlier in the pod, when I'm watching a certain show, I could adjust my brain to expect what I know. If we're watching Raw, SmackDown, and I know the bloodline on TV, I'm seated. I'm watching because they're not about to get the wrestling. They're not about to talk. No, they're about to say some real shit. Somebody about to get their ass whooped or somebody about to get their ass whooped. Like, there's something different. Cody, pontificator. Whenever Cody comes out with the mic, turn it up.
Yo, I don't know if public speaking is a major, but he definitely took multiple classes in that.
Cody is hitting his stride on the mic, yo. It's funny because like yesterday, if you noticed, Roman said he couldn't get over in the company he created. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because he had the same skill of talking in AEW, but it just wasn't working. We wanted so bad for him to turn heel. He came to WWE. It's like he kind of came into
say hold on, Chidi. Say that louder.
They're marks. That's why. Because y'all gonna get me started. Y'all gonna get me started because there's so much like Cody was over. Cody was always over, right?
Yeah.
Niggas were doing that thing they do. They're doing that thing. Why is this guy on my TV every week? Wham, get him, boo. And then he went, I don't want to be the world champion. I'm not going to be in the main event. Oh, you gonna get this Cody Pyro. You gonna get this pontification. But I'm not. Yeah, I can still cook. Boo, you stink. Well, you know,
well, with the combination of that though, I'm a booer. I'm a booer. I boo him. I boo Jericho. I was like, yo, get my niggas. Because my thing was, if he start the company, then he need to play the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not
Which
think
is
that
understandable.
I did
Niggas
not think
was upset.
I didn't think he needed to be both. I didn't think he needed to be Dion. He needed to play offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? But what
Which
I
is
did,
very understandable.
but when he got in his bag and wanted to wrestle, had the dog collar match with Mr. Brody Lee, had the motherfucking ladder match with motherfucking Sammy Guevara.
You know, he had mad good
off
matches.
the fucking off the cage in his very first night. Like if he going like that and just, then I'm fucking with it because I follow him through his independent journey. Yeah. I follow him when he was wrestling in Ring of Honor and New Japan and fucking the internet wrestling shit with Kirby and them and shit like that. I don't know if that nigga Kirby did some foul shit, so I might not want to say his name.
The revisionist history, it's so crazy because you could pinpoint the niggas that was not fucking with AEW was counting down the code in the WWE. It will always be down to the WWE.
It's weird, man. Shit. But I do think that there is something to say about following the energy. Like with Cody in AEW, when they brought all the new guys in, they really, to me, I was always a Cody fan. I never stopped cheering for the guy. I never stopped saying, yo, he's doing great work. Only time I didn't like it was when he was doing that Nightmare Factory stuff. I know Shaq came. He even gave Shaq a great spot. I did not like that. Quincy Marshall, he hit me up on Twitter. He came at me. But I believe that Cody should have turned heel in AEW because he still went after the world championship. I think that's what I would have liked to see. But he decided to leave, which was right. And in WWE, I think when you tie in the storyline with his father, you know, a person who's lost their father, I can relate to his need to like make his father proud, like, you know, even though he's gone, and to get the championship. So it makes him like this uber baby face in WWE.
Now, what
the title his dad never won. You know,
I'm sorry to cut you off because that was a very important point there. What I would to piggyback off of what you were saying about him turning heel. This goes back to the creativity of it all, right? And if you are really trying to exercise your mastership and what it is that you are as a professional, right? Cody could have at heart knew that if he played the game literally like Trips and Jeff Jarrett, he would have been the most despised, despicable, power hungry. Oh, you only created this so you can get yes, that, and it may not be you, Cody, but if you're portraying something on television that and I know it plays close to the vest, but I mean, you have to be able to, and I don't think he was able to trust himself.
Right. Yeah, I think that he didn't want that. He wants to be beloved. And
I understand that, but it is going to be very, very. I mean, it's going to run its course. You know what I'm saying? In WWE,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, exactly. He's like, it's going to happen because again, here we are in this world, right? With society, positivity don't stay around a lot long. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, and I don't know why it's not. I'm not saying that to chastise anyone because I am a part of it as well. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, get this shit the fuck out of here. But like, realistically, like, Cody can be the Elk of Cena and it have his effect, but there won't be universal praise as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if he's not able to handle that, then what everything has been saying will be true in some cases where you won't be able to handle that moment because listen, we're gonna turn on you. Some will, some's gonna get tired
of it. They're gonna turn on him.
But if you are in it for the long haul and you feel if he has sustainability of being this generational baby face that can continue to hand out fucking waist belts and come wearing American flag colors, and like
Mhm.
I think he can have a good run and not turn heel. But again, when people are professional wrestling, which he is, you have to taste that. It's going to be the character that you're going to want to tap into because it's going to be another emotion that you're going to want to tap into. And you can't always bog down yourself with that's when we talk about inauthenticity, right?
Mhm.
Cody doesn't have to be inauthentic to say, hey, yo, I want you guys to love me. I'm never going to do this because
Right.
Yeah.
you want to be world champion. And it don't matter where you was world champion at, nigga. You wanted to be world champion. You pigeonholed yourself to where you couldn't be world champion and go back on your word because then everything you didn't want to be said about you would have been said about you.
Exactly.
But if you don't never say it and it happens anyway, it really, so I just really want, while we're seeing this, the growth of him will be only determined on how the erosion of his elevation is from the fans, right? I think like that's the only way we're gonna know how bright of a diamond Cody is when we start shitting on it.
When the heat gets hot.
Yeah.
I do like, but that WrestleMania match, it's gonna be the biggest fight Phil I felt in wrestling in so long. Because like, once again, I can do the 40-minute match when it's time for the 40-minute match. Oh, trust and believe I'm gonna be in that bitch hooting and hollering. I'm ready because I know they about. I think we see some blood. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I hope so,
I
man.
I think he might start bleeding.
I hope so, man. I miss in WWE.
I think Cody might have the I'll pay the fine blade job.
Oh yeah,
he might be Bret Hart WrestleMania 13.
Man, like, I don't know, but I just can't wait for them 2.9s because like I'm a nigga who. I've recently been saying I'm a born again casual WWE fan. Like I had my era where I'm listening to every podcast, I'm reading all the dirt sheets. That shit's not fun to me no more. I want to be surprised, and I can't be surprised if I'm reading fucking articles about the shit. Yeah. So I like know, like, I shout out to all the journalists and dirt sheets out there, but also I'm scrolling right past the shit. You're getting muted. Don't say nothing. Shut up. What are we doing here? Exactly. If everyone's going to get mad at the show, you're the fault. This is bullshit because, damn it, this should have happened. Like, I read it. You weren't in the meetings, bro. Niggas just tweeted it. Like, relax.
That's why I stay off of social media with it, because it kind of takes away from your take. You get kind of tainted from your opinion when you see what's supposed to happen or not. Now, granted, something through the grapevine I hear, and I'm like, that's interesting, and it does change like how I think about certain things. But there's a lot of things in wrestling where you kind of just want to take it for face value. You kind of want to just watch it on Monday. A lot of times, like I always tell Chris, like even with AEW, like he's not the biggest AEW fan. Sometimes I'm like, yo, just take it for face value. Try to digest what you're seeing as you're seeing it. Which is hard sometimes when you don't follow something.
You gotta like switch you gotta really watch it how it's supposed to be watched. Like AEW, niggas supposed to know what a motherfucking insert move name here. And when bro from the indies show up, you supposed to know. But when people are complaining that they don't explain shit, you can be like, oh, who that is? Oh, that's cool. Go back. That's as simple as that. They be like, man, if you don't give me the bio right now, and then they be doing it while they complain about them not doing it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
but like, I will understand. I'm not familiar with Viking, like the dude face don't make. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Like I call them Viking. Read the name. Right, I've read the name before. I've seen gifs and shit. I'm like, I don't know all about them, but if they go, yo, Tuesday on this upcoming, Kenny Omega's about to face this dude. I'm gonna say, oh, he must be something.
It must be something, right? Yeah,
it gotta be something. Yeah. People don't even be wanting to just, you feel me? Like with WWE, the bloodline shit, there's niggas who was like, yeah, this bloodline story is predictable and blah, blah, blah. Or you get high as fuck and just watch the TV.
They're just haters. Honestly, this has been the best TV.
Why? I don't understand why we're watching it that way.
But that's the thing too. Like you look at it, with the combination of the two, you have the best storyline on one company, and if you want strictly bang out matches, like
you got to go to the
fucking televised indie show.
And that's why I like the industry right now where we're at.
Speaking of indies, like there's a lot of shit like you say, we go to you work or go and participate, and it's face value because I'm going off a name, right? You going off it's wrestling in my area, like it's a pure vibe when you go into an independent show that a lot of people don't necessarily bring that to the main.
Honestly, Chris actually put me on to the indies. We worked a little bit with MLW. And I didn't really appreciate indie wrestling until I was there live seeing it, how good it can be. Like when you get two guys who are just hungry and they just go out there and put down like a banger, a match.
Especially you go to the indies where you are and you can hear the thud of the like that's where it really be cooking. Like I really fuck with. I'm like I can watch it in person. That's right. I love my longer matches in person. TV, yeah, whatever. I'm not feeling it in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and like that, like I always say, wrestling is subjective. Like there's room for everything. You know what you like, and then take from what you like from the buffet. Like if you like, that wrestling, 30-minute matches is what you're here for. There's New Japan, there's AEW. You can get that. Go tune in. If you like some shenanigans, honestly, Impact be doing a lot of shenanigans too. I don't really fuck with them, but.
I will say, yeah. I'm not gonna say it on the pod, but shout out to Impact.
Nah, you can say it, bro. We with the shit.
Here's what I'll say about Impact. All right? Shout out to everybody in Impact. I know people in Impact. I know fans of Impact. Boy,
I ain't watching Impact.
Man, I'm sorry. Okay, there's so much shit. Bro, like, let's be fucking for real, okay?
Nigga, if I'm putting on Twitch, I'm creating some content, nigga.
If you say, hey, X, I got 2 tickets to Impact Wrestling, and it's on the same day I'm running a Schmack show, I'm going to think about it hard and say, you know what? I'm going to think. But if a nigga say, yo, X, watch Impact at the crib on Thursday, you're bugging. I'm sorry. You're fucking tripping. What? What am I? And it's once again, I be here. I see the gifts and clips. Bro, you need to tell me you want me to watch Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night NXT, some AEW on Wednesdays, Impact on Thursday, and Smack. Shut up. Something's got to give, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not about to
clip Rampage. I'm assuming you clip Rampage too at night. That shit came on midnight last week.
What the fuck is Rampage? Like, who the fuck is that for? Hell no. Man. And that's a Rampage and Impact in the same boat with me. You could have Adam Sandler on the Rampage. I will catch it on Bleacher Report, bro. I'm not tuning into them shits live.
Yeah.
If I'm struggling to watch NXT already, if I'm powering through, you got like.
Yo, me and him have the same wrestling diet. It's crazy,
bro. What are we doing? Because if I'm getting full off of 2 hours of Raw, they got a third hour. So I gotta unzip I gotta fucking loosen the belt. I'm eating tonight. Then Tuesday I take a night off. I'm like, NXT they cooking. All right. Oh yeah, cool. I see on Twitter how that's funny. Then I'm seated for Wednesday. Yeah. I'm eating good again. You mean to tell me I'm about to spin the block and hit the drive-through at Impact? Bro.
The drive-through.
And then my main meal of SmackDown?
Yo, you want some checkers? You trying to go to checkers, dog?
Bro. I love me some wrestling, but goddamn, there are people, and no fault to you, because you're stronger, man. You are stronger than me. You need a badge of honor if you waking up and watching, because there's someone out there. To God, somebody's out there was watching.
My nigga Righteous Reg everything.
There is somebody out there watching Main Event on Hulu,
Oh my
Raw, NXT,
Level Up.
SmackDown, dog.
Level
You're
up.
cracked. What that like? You ain't watching commercial. I know
People
you
like,
on
yo,
premium
AEW
on
Dark
all
on
your
YouTube.
services. You're not watching commercials. You got ad block on the sites you be using. You are digesting
I'm not
so
going.
much
Hold on.
wrestling.
I'm not gonna hold you, nigga. These niggas put ROH behind a paywall, and I'm like, nigga.
Once again, like, and I'm not trying to shit on Impact. I'm not trying to shit on, but y'all, they gotta understand. We're in the, you're not about to walk up to me on the road to WrestleMania and tell me to check out Impact. Go fuck yourself, okay? Shut up. What are you talking to me for? Rampage? Nigga, we are pointing at WrestleMania signs and you want me to watch some fucking Impact? Be for real. Be for real.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
got time for this, man.
there's some shenanigans in that bitch. I be hearing.
And you know where I catch some shenanigans? On my off days, on Tuesdays or Thursdays, where I'll be like, oh, damn, somebody just got beat up at a jail?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
I get 10 minutes of Impact time. That's it. I can't watch. I'm not watching.
It's too much.
It's
It's too
Raw
much.
and SmackDown. Like
Yeah.
I be trying to be seated for Raw. It's the important shows, Raw, SmackDown, and let's see what AEW talk about.
Let's see
what they cooking with. Because we know,
because it might be a cold ass hockey game on Wednesday, dog.
The Red Wings down 3. Yeah, let me see what you gotta catch me with Xbox Silver. My Steam ran out. A nigga already streamed a 24-hour the day before. You gotta catch me where there's nothing else I could watch. All right, bro, let me see what Impact talking about. I have to be bored as fuck to watch. and
That's
I
fucking gold, yeah.
And like it's just simply because there's too much in my schedule.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
There's
you
just
got
too fucking much.
When you're creating content, you're going live.
Yeah.
You got a job. Shit, we got shit. Yo, I know exactly how you feel, bro.
It sounds like I'm just like, yeah, Impact's ass. No, it's simply, come on. Like, it's simply just, if you see me with a bag of McDonald's, don't tell me to go try a fucking hot dog at the stand. Like, dude, if you like, I just grocery shopped. My buggy's full. You can tell me you want me to go over to the gas station chicken place real quick? No,
this nigga
I'll get there when I get there.
This nigga
exactly. I feel you.
He got a future in comedy right here.
No, he's hilarious.
I will get there when because, and it's not like that shit's ass. It's dude, stop. I know you see me watch. I know you see me getting ready for the Bloodline. Impact, relax, okay? Just hold on.
I be forgetting they exist sometimes, but then I'm like, oh shit,
it'd be fucked up because like
until Milfy James tweets something about her Mercedes, and I'm like,
niggas
damn,
brought back Santino Marella. I was hyped as fuck, but y'all got it. Like, cool, keep doing you. Shout out my nigga Santino and Vladimir Kozlov.
Oh shit,
that's fire. But I'm gonna fuck with y'all when I fuck with you. Like, y'all,
with the landscape of wrestling right now, you really got to make us watch. Like, that's it. Like, yo, it ain't our fault that we're not watching your show. Yeah. There's so much out there that you gotta do something to bring us to the show.
NWA did that for some time. NWA Power, when they had Ricky Starks and Eddie Kingston, you know what I'm saying? Like,
early NWA Power was crazy. I don't know what them niggas got going on now, but when the first 3-4 episodes,
they made you watch, nigga.
Yeah, this is kind of fire. Like, I'll say once again, because I don't want this, because with the inflection I'm using, I'm not slandering these promotions, but it's okay to cater to your audience when you know your audience. Because if I'm saying this like this, I shouldn't get backlash because what the fuck the Impact care about my opinion for? You got your shit going. It's just a me thing.
Facts.
I'm not gonna do it. And that's okay. Like, people can't take different wrestling opinions for what they are. It's just different. Wrestling is subjective, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Come on.
I love nanigans. But
Shenanigans.
I also know what shenanigans I love. You feel me?
Yeah,
I know where I'm at. You can't be like,
If you trying to sell me on some Impact nanigans, I'm like, nigga, that's great.
Here's what I will say.
That's all the nanigans.
You catch me in about June or December, September for Impact, because ain't shit cooking in WWE.
Yeah, I hear you.
You gotta if you know the clock, the
season, the season.
Yeah,
because we're doing. I'm even doing the shit with AEW. If we're being for real, AEW was my number one for a minute, but when they brought back the nanigans in WWE, got the cooking, and it's WrestleMania season, AEW, hold on. All right. I'll see what you talk about for real, but you do know. Come April 1st and 2nd. All right. Cool. When you're building up to Double or Nothing, I'm in there like swimwear. Yep. That's the season. Impact, you better get to really, you gotta, it's just there's so much for everybody. Ring of Honor, I don't give a fuck about Ring of Honor, Impact, and Rampage. Those are just shows for the love of the game. That's for the love of the game. That is, you are an important part of wrestling. When you're keeping them lights on, you are the true MVP. You matter. Don't make it seem like just because you got a little attendance is attendance. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all matter.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Somebody just hit me and was like, "Yo, they do dark tapings on Friday, here in Orlando."
That'd be on Friday morning, I assume, right?
I will hope it's like Friday afternoon.
If you're saying
if it's 4:20 right now, Friday afternoon, I can do. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can. Give me 3 hours. I'm 4 to 7. I can do that. Like
you can fuck with it. You can because now the more I'm thinking about it, I low key be saying the same shit about Impact. I'll be wanting to watch Impact. Them shenanigans cool, but
so what do you think? What do you think about? Because you like shenanigans. What do you like? What do you think about MJF as a character?
I fuck with it because here's the thing. There are things I don't agree with.
True. Same here.
Same.
Why am I trying to like this nigga? If you told me, hey, MJF's a piece of shit, why am I? What do you mean that everything he's doing is pissing me off? Duh. What are we? So like, if an MJF segment's on, I'm gonna watch it because I know he's about to do some bullshit. Yeah. I know he's about to say something crazy. Do I? Depending on what he say, will I agree? No, you feel me? But sometimes he do be cooking.
But that's the reason why you tune in, because you try to see if he's
I know
a line stepper. Yeah.
Once again, but every time there's an MJF promo on, it never fails. There's a side of wrestling Twitter. Hey, we gonna have that talk about MJF. He's the guys. Hey, buddy, wake up. You've been trying to have that talk since he got fucking signed. Of course, it's the same shtick because you're not supposed to like him. Where is the disconnect? If you said, like, I'm sorry, but the recently it was the fucking. You remember the MJ promo? He's like, oh yeah, there's this old girl. Let's call her this. She died in a car accident. I'm the devil. Blah blah blah. Right? You mean to tell me? Out of all the fucking promos you've heard this week, that's the one you think's real? Why are people calling the police department? I think he went too far. It's fucking fiction, bro.
It's like rappers who we think are really busting their gun.
If Roman Reigns was like, yeah, we had another member of the bloodline, but I shot him, you don't think I'm gonna like, that's crazy, but he didn't do it. Because it's a story, but whenever it comes to MJF, people get fucking stupid. People are dumb. Like, if you cannot tweet online about MJF being a heel, you cannot be like, yeah, I fucking hate MJF. Fuck MJF. Like, when is he gonna leave? Blah, blah, blah. You're talking about him. He's
Yep.
a bad guy. When he poured the drink on the little black kid, I didn't like it. Did I see it coming? No. Hold on, I ain't see it coming. Am I surprised? No. Do I think it's okay? No. But why are you trying to start discourse about the same shit? Because kids get flipped off, kids get their signs ripped, kids get water poured on them. I'm not saying it's okay, but you are trying to start a lawnmower with no gas in it.
That kid also watched like everybody bleed that night, like firsthand.
The kid was fucking crying and shit. It's like, damn, I feel bad for the kid. I'm not gonna blame the kid because a lot of kids are like, no, man, that kid was
not
a pussy.
blaming the kid.
I'm not doing that. Not. But people are like, yeah, y'all.
I'm gonna hold you. The more I look at it, why your mama get a drink off? Like, that drink too damn expensive. You be handing it to somebody. Like, listen, we all been to wrestling shows.
That's that crazy.
Shit. She had to break a 20 for that shit.
My thought process is just like, they're like, yeah, get MJF out of here. He's a cornball. You're doing this. You know what MJF is hearing? MJF. Guess who they're talking about? Yeah. MJF. Exactly. Why are we acting so fucking slow nowadays? Whenever there's a wrestler that is a heel, no matter how many threads you're going to make about him, no matter how many TikToks, no matter how many tweets you will make about how much of a shitty person they could be or their character is, the wrestler will keep winning because you're talking about them. They don't care about your feelings for real.
Content, baby.
Like when you just stop. If I could see if niggas just would not say something about MJF, you're not getting any reactions. This isn't working. They're gonna move him. You're getting talked like they are.
You're just helping him, honestly. Unless he does something that is genuinely like
he will do something fucked up.
Yeah,
and
really.
Still, you can't get. Yeah. I can't even be like, yeah. He's out of here because he's not.
What's crazy? We had just had the convo yesterday when we say, separating the art from the artist, right? Right. One of the people that's in this Pillars thing is Darby Allin, and like it's been things brought out of, you know what I'm saying?
That shit like that is different. I don't fuck with shit like that. You know what I mean? If I feel like because Darby, I don't even know the whole Darby situation. I didn't really look into it because around that time there was a lot of shit happening.
But that's
a lot of shit happening. I didn't even know.
Never been surrounded by any of that, right? So there's tiers of shitty people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
there's.
We think MJF is a shitty person and does shitty people things like privileged white people shit. But then there's shitty people who does things that we completely, you know what I'm saying?
And they will try to they will try to do the comparisons of MJF's said this to this person, but then you have another nigga who is like a horrible person in real life.
Yeah,
and you're trying to start these same dialogues. You gotta,
it's tough. Yes,
it's very tough, but also. Twitter, I don't think people realize in wrestling, at least. I don't even know if it's like an unpopular statement, but like a lot of the discourse niggas have on Twitter it's not gonna really affect much to the casual. Like if niggas aren't on Twitter, like they're not gonna know all that shit. And I understand that they have the discourse to tell people, but some of them don't give a fuck. And you cannot change their that's the shitty part about it. It's like you can tell a nigga, this dude's a piece of shit. Like,
people think Twitter is the entire audience of wrestling.
Yeah,
which
like
is not.
It's not at all.
It's a focus group. It's a small focus group.
Fucked up. Yeah. I don't agree with it, but I stay out of the wrestling Twitter shit because it's a half of it is performative anyway. Niggas don't really give a fuck.
Exactly.
They just be talking to talk. Sometimes they just be talking to talk. There has been good discourse, there has been helpful shit, but a lot of people are fucking performative about shit like that, and so it doesn't even,
Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head, like you said. He's meant like guys like MJF. He's doing things that are
Yeah.
meant to be.
You're supposed to boo him. You're watching a program that's catered to an older demographic. Of course, he's going to say edgier things. He doesn't give a fuck about children. What?
Uh-huh.
Why are we?
Yeah.
Why are we having that discussion? It happens every MJF promo. His character's one dimensional. What do you want to like him? He wants money. He's an evil person. Who gives a fuck? That's the character. What arc are you waiting for? You're gonna piss yourself off every time.
Yeah,
that's the game.
You're piss yourself off every time.
Like you are literally working yourself.
Yes.
You're making it too easy for him.
You're working yourself, bro.
You're working.
I look at it like this: MJF is he knows he's really good. He's a generational talent. I say, in my opinion, because he knows the line and he knows how to go a little bit over it. And not to where he gets canceled. I think he knows how to do total line in this social media era where everybody's just so sensitive. He knows how to push the envelope, and not many people can do that in the way he does it.
Because the people will see, because he knows how to play toward wrestling Twitter. Once again, these niggas they're not understanding. You got strings on your back, buddy. Like, you're in the wrestling Twitter tweeting about the show. Oh, you are part of the system. They are going to work the fuck out of you. And hate it had to be you, but goddamn, you bust out your discourse about MJF. Oh, he's about to add on to it. Hey, you see this dude here tweeting? Yeah, he's a fucking loser, all right? Man, that's the shit I be talking. What a cornball. Oh my God. MJF's so fucking corny. Ha, when the check hit, dude, you're getting work. Ignore the shit and you're good. Turn it off. Why are you forcing something to watch?
I do feel like that he as that heel, right? Because a lot of, as you say, right, as we just said, a lot of people take Twitter as real life.
So easy.
He does have, I don't think he has to watch but he had a situation where he had mentioned somebody's kid on Twitter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, you
can't really do that.
Cut the character off at some point in time.
But that's the one thing I like about MJF.
The character's on all the time.
He's not gonna. You don't see that shit anymore. Yeah. That's why niggas are so worked up. Yeah. When you can tell, oh yeah, he's dedicated. The character's not off. You think at Thanksgiving niggas like, yeah, fuck you, grandma? No, what? I assume he's still a decent dude. I don't give a fuck about the character. And then if he's in public near fans, it's like, yeah, I seen him at McDonald's. He is an asshole. Guess what, buddy? He was in character. Stupid.
Yeah. And when your Twitter handle is MJF and it's not whatever your real name is or whatever the case may be.
I saw the nigga shoot Facebook and I dropped to my knees. I was like, no. Why, dude? He was smiling his profile picture. Get this nigga out of what? That's why it's important.
I'm pretty sure he's a good guy behind the scenes. And there's little things I've seen where I'm like, okay, yeah, he's decent, but I think he goes in with the character.
Yeah,
where sometimes I'm like, all right, bro, you might go a little bit too far, but I get it. It's part of the act, Now, unless he does something real in real life, I'm gonna support the guy.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Fuck with it.
I want you to say part of the act. Oh, go ahead. Right. He's about to.
No, I would just say I fuck with that because we niggas try to know too much about wrestling. Just watch the show, man. Like, why are we trying to peek the curtain back? Pull it.
I couldn't believe that people tried to like call the cops. Like, Chris, you told me. I was like, word, people really did that shit. I was like,
but it's because I live the gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I'm the joint roller Ayatollah. You know what I'm saying? I'm the most high. You dig? So like, honestly, like I do feel like there's some sticks that you really buy yourself into. Now, before we kind of we say sticking to the gimmick and living to the script and being who we are in character. Before we get out of here, man, I wanna kind of wrap up and talk about some weed with you one time, down.
Okay.
Now you in a recreational state, right?
Yes, sir.
In Michigan. How is life out there, cuz?
A couple days ago, when you put in a dispensary order, about $60, $80. Niggas gave us more pre-rolls. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gave us more. We get free. Like,
That's dope. That's dope.
we got it delivered, and they threw more in our order. It was like getting extra bag fries, bro. Oh my god. I'm once again still fairly new to the whole cannabis community, but like I've been smoking regularly now since 2020. So pretty much pandemic did me in. I said, I'm sick of this shit. Weed. But like even before then, I was stressing a lot, and I was always around it my whole life, but I was like, I'm never gonna smoke weed, man. Shit was stupid. I started like actually learning about it rather than just diving head first and just start smoking. Right. I like knew early that like, oh, there are side effects that are negative, or you could still get, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to be careful and moderate myself. Now I smoke like a dumbass, but also I still learn that like you got to learn when to take breaks, when to really know what you're smoking. You feel me? Don't like I know niggas be having weed, man, and they just be like, guys. What I normally do, like, since I do have the dispensary type of access, I will read about the strain. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be for creative shit. Then let me try to get in my most element to where I can smoke this weed to do what to do. If I'm about to say, like, I wake up at 8 in the morning and smoke a strain that's about to knock my ass out and try to do on my day, of course I'm going to be a lazy ass nigga that's not doing shit with his life because I'm smoking, you know what I'm saying? You gotta smoke when you know you should be able to smoke. You know, like
so you became like in essence, as prohibition happened with alcohol and we started drinking responsibly, we're seeing the prohibition of marijuana kind of break a little bit, and you're seeing the smoke responsibly. Like you're and it's crazy when I was listening to you talk about wrestling, or it was like peeking back the curtains, not wanting to know, but then we flip on this side of things, something that was so taboo. Something that was, it's kind of like wrestling, right? Things we didn't know what we know, and we wanted to know more.
Yeah,
like we do want to actually peek behind the curtain.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, you just got to know when you should be able to start peeking. If I think you gotta, it's like if it's some shit you think you should know about, and it's not going to fuck up your viewing of whatever or the use, go for it. But with wrestling, if I step behind the curtain, say, oh shit, is that The Rock? Damn. I kind of fucked it up for myself because now The Rock, I'm still lose my mind if The Rock showed, but if I knew he was going to be there, that's weird. Yeah. I mean, like, you feel me? I think when it comes to entertainment, depending on what it is, let it happen. Let it happen and then analyze it happen. Don't do it beforehand or while it's happening. Let it happen. You can make your little notes go, okay, I can see what they're going for, but I'm going to still see what they're cooking. Yeah. That's what I was doing with the Sammy storyline, because everyone's like, yeah, Sami Zayn should beat Roman Reigns. No, he shouldn't. What? Just because the pop? And then what? Then where do you go from there? Yeah, you have a great moment you can watch on Twitter.
Yo, X, you fucking both of us up, nigga. I didn't even go hold you.
No. I love that because
I want to hear the pop too, but
that's exactly what I was trying to get, but still manufacture what we're getting with Roman and Cody. I wanted Sammy to beat him at Elimination Chamber, and then Roman beat his ass like 2 weeks after that for the championship.
Because then now he does that. Then what was the point? You could have just had him beat his ass early on and get more of your shit.
Because I think that the pop in Montreal it'd be worth it. Alone.
See, because I will say with the Montreal shit, soon I didn't know where Elimination Chamber was going to be at. They were like, yeah, the next premium live event. And Montreal said, uh-oh, that's a hot crowd. You're not getting that. You are about to get them boos. Yeah. It's going to hurt. I thought they were going to have him win and then get a reverse. And
Yes.
then
Oh,
that's what I wanted. I
Yes,
wanted
like
the
Roman,
fake out.
Roman leg was under the ropes or
Yes,
something like that.
'cause
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
worse when it happened.
that would have been dope.
Real quick, I know we get off subject, but as a hockey fan, there's, oh my God, I went to a Red Wings game. It's damn near a tie game. Everybody is waiting for it, right? Pop, yeah, the goal horns going. The ref goes, oh, hold on. You bitch. You're going to lose it. That's what I wanted. I didn't want Roman to just beat his ass. So you're just going, damn. I wanted to go, yeah, no, I can't even do nothing. Like that's what that's how you pull that emotion.
That's the emotion that War Games.
That's
roller
how
coaster,
you
that War Games gave
fucking
you.
yank it from. Don't fucking coddle the crowd and let them see. No, fuck them. Montreal's a great crowd. You got your pop when the music hit. See you later. Bye bye. Big dogs up. If Sammy would have won that match and he dropped it 2 weeks later, man, this is what they be fucking doing Sammy dirty and blah blah blah. But like, you gotta think the Roman streak, all that shit would have been just for the pop.
Yeah,
they would have wrote it off.
I mean, absolutely. Because
the,
of all people, Sammy, the most unlikely guy to end the streak. I wanted Roman to win the match at Elimination Chamber until after he won it. I was like, I kind of feel bittersweet about it. It kind of felt a little weird. Like, I was like, afterwards, I'm like, maybe Sammy should have won it. I don't know, because it felt like a moment.
Man.
It felt like a moment.
But that's the emotion that they wanted.
You feel me? It happened. That's what that is. What the wrestling fans are. So the problem with like a lot of modern wrestling fans, they do not want to admit when they fell for it. I saw it coming. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
like falling for it, man. Shit.
What? Damn. What?
Yo.
Niggas straight facing me. You didn't see that coming? All right, bro. You're too cool for school, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, let me check the time sheet. I guess I got 5 more minutes for the segment. Like, damn,
Yeah. Like at the MJF Daniel Bryan match, we're going into it, we weren't super excited, but watching it, once we started watching it, I was hooked. I was like, oh shit, they got me.
I've had strong opinions about that.
Okay.
This is gonna piss people off. I love the build. I love, match is cool. Yo, Tony Khan, you ever run another 60-minute fucking Iron Man match again? You're gonna have to run mine. It's gonna be me and you for real. I'm gonna get back from here. Nobody trying to watch a 60-minute, because I knew from when they kept saying it, I can wrestle. I said, are you dead ass? Y'all really about to wrestle for this whole time? Are you kidding me? And when the match started, niggas had a rope break. I said, are you kidding? There's rules and regulations right now in this 60-minute.
Yeah, man.
Iron Man
match. That's what an Iron Man match is. I loved it. I loved it.
I want the Randy Orton John Cena Iron Man match of the hardcore joint, nigga. Give me tables and chairs and shit.
I will. Shawn Michaels, one of my favorites of all time. Respect Brett. I'm never watching that shit. Are you kidding me? Man, what? I hear it's the greatest match of all time. Hell yeah, buddy.
That's my favorite match.
Doing it. I'm not
Brett
doing
fan.
it because I didn't even see the match, but I can probably guess. Niggas went to overtime and somebody won in the end, right? You when you do it again and you go, yeah, these niggas about to go to overtime and someone's gonna win it by 1. Why? You can do all your shenanigans before overtime, man. Because that's a 60-minute match with extra. You're boy smoking that good.
Bro.
And I was having fun during the match. Like, I sound like a hypocrite. I was having fun. I'm never rewatching it. I'm never rewatching
4 hours, dog.
You gotta catch me there live. You gotta surprise me with a 60-minute to get me through it. Because they were like, they were advertising, they're dead ass about this 60-minute. And I'm like, yeah, they're wrestling. I started playing NHL during it. I'm like, they're not going to turn up until 20 minutes to go. They were wrestling their ass off.
They were.
They were, but were the best parts not toward the 20-minute and on?
Oh no, for sure. They had some really good spots, good some moments.
Niggas need
But
someone like me and
but
creative.
it got me to the point where even though I wasn't super into it going into it, I'm like, oh shit, it's the
Yeah,
end of
they
the
were
night,
cooking.
12 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, the match, you know, is coming up now. I'm like, damn, we got an hour more to go. They got me there. By the end of the day, it kind of went quicker than I thought in my mind. But I went, you know, I was there. I was
that's what it like. That was the one thing I did during the whole match. I was like, when Eric Pass said, "These niggas done got me. Boy, let me see what they about to do."
Ain't SummerSlam in Detroit this year?
Yeah. I'm about to act the ass in there.
You going?
I'm gonna try my damnedest. I'm gonna try.
Shit, we might have to pull up. I got family out there. Shoot.
I think we
might. Y'all come to Detroit. I swear to God, as soon as you reach Michigan, the border, there are 3 weed billboards.
Okay.
You will have a blast. Niggas sleep on Michigan for a state of weed, but we have some of the best weed in the country. Not biased, but like lit factual. It was
I used to watch this show on YouTube. Trick was on the joint, and people would bring their weed to Michigan to get tested and get fucking looked. Yo, they used to bring they shit to Michigan and get inspected to see if it was top notch or not. So yeah, I might have to dump down there.
Like, I really want to try Cali weed and Denver weed, but I feel like I don't know if people feel that way about our weed elsewhere. I don't know if they hear shit because I don't be in tune to the cannabis community like I should. Because little known fact, the Zaria High Life Twitter account was supposed to be just weed and educational shenanigans.
That's what
until I got my shit clipped. And then I had to restart my whole wrestling branding on the weed channel.
So what is your end goal with the cannabis content? Because honestly, that's some shit that I've been trying to get off the ground and like just kind of regurgitate the shit that I'm on to the audience that I have. So like, what is your goal with that? Because I think that would be something that we can work on going forward for the rest of this year.
Honestly, it's a goal I had when I first started, but I had to put on the back burner. But normalization than what it really is. Like, yeah, weed is normalized, but niggas are still, there's that stigma about it still.
For sure.
Oh, this dude, all he does smoke weed, doesn't do shit. Blah, blah, blah. But like, if y'all come to my streams, y'all will see I do bullshit. I wanted to show the live effects when a full stream from when I'm sober to I'm smacked. And you can tell there's a difference between the two, but you can tell like when I smoke certain streams or certain strains during stream, you can tell that I'm like more analytical. I'm talking more. Yeah. Or if I smoke I don't remember what this shit was called recently. It was called lung candy. Boy, I was in there feeling like Patrick Starr. Like I was like.
Now, do you write? Do you journal? Do you journal with it?
No, like I used to, but I stopped. But the main thing I used to do in streams, I haven't done it in a really long time because niggas don't be caring sometimes. But I used to talk about the strain I'm smoking. I'm like, hey, today we smoking this. Here's the effects. Here's what to expect. Niggas stopped caring. Shut up.
Yeah, like, we used to do that too a little bit, you know?
So I used to do it like that so you can tell what type of show you're about to get.
Go find that. When I don't care when. I'm not telling you to do it.
I'm gonna start doing it now for real. Because right now I'm smoking Juicy Fruit. It's a hybrid 27% THC. I feel like I can do some shit until I start doing it, and then I'm dumb as hell. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I smoked a joint and I've been ripping the bong. Yeah. Had a little bit of a stressful day because I was about to do March Madness, my bracket to determine the best of theme song of all time, but I couldn't stream. My shit just was not working. But this strain, I can talk. As y'all noticed, I started early, joined in. I was like talking, but I wasn't like, I feel in my element right now.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all know. I got up and started standing. I ain't
Yeah.
mean to stand and yell like I normally do.
Now do your thing, man.
But
Cook.
with this strain, I feel more like euphoric. Like I can really get my bullshit in. So with my SmackDown Live episodes, depending on what I'm smoking, you can tell if a nigga's cooking or what is he cooking episode.
Yeah.
Like
Now,
so
do you live stream while you're watching the show, or is it okay while you're watching the show? I bet.
Yeah, so which is why I love SmackDown Live. Interesting. It's all for the most part live, right? I play like we do universe mode in 2K. The matches you see are live. I don't control the outcomes. That ain't me. So when niggas lose matches they aren't supposed to, we switch the story immediately on the fly. That's why my universe mode is so chaotic the way it is. I just had my champion lose on the go home in the tag team match. Can they coexist style to a nigga who just debuted from our developmental system and a random tag partner from our other, you know, like if you're watching as a normal wrestling fan, SmackDown Live is gonna piss you the fuck off. But when you watch it knowing how I am as a person and how I love shenanigans, that shit's gonna be crazy to you because you're getting some of the best, I swear to God, some of the best wrestling matches. And it's in a video game. I'm like, we are in this bitch yelling. The weed will, when I want the viewers, because I know a lot of my audiences are children. I always be like, hey, this is you. I make clear, this is a stream for adults. When it starts, it pops it up. Why are you in here in the first place? But also, I'm like, we don't condone underage smoking around here. You smoke responsibly. You feel me? But the dumber we get, and it's going to come to you. And if y'all are smoking with me, y'all are going to feel the same emotions we are putting into the show. You're like, damn. And then I got WrestleMania. I've literally had niggas too like, yo, I can't wait to wrestle like SmackDown Live and then SmackDown. Like, niggas are really fucking with it week to week.
My nigga, this is what
that's great content, man. The gaming stuff is
that's
awesome.
what I'm saying. Like that's why this is why we wanted to snag you on and talk to you and kind of like
it's very fun for me. But we also do like I try to the reason why I love it so much because a lot of people when they do universe mode, you can tell they're doing universe mode. You can be like, oh yeah, they're playing the game, they're setting it up, they're going, yeah, start, and we were watching the match. Oh, like they're still commentating, they're still doing their thing, but you can tell it's universe. When my show starts, you feel like you're just kind of watching the, like you're like, wait a minute, because you'll be thinking, oh, this is happening on the game, and then you see that crouch, like, oh wait, he about to do some bullshit, and then I start editing all the other shit in there and having niggas pop up, and I'm doing voiceovers and promos. And then I'm rolling commercials. Like I'm making sure it feels as immersive and dumb as fuck at the same time.
So my niggas creating it and producing it and editing it all live.
That's
wild.
Well, I'm the editing, so I will do my promos beforehand. I will do all the pre-recorded, but I'll throw it into the program. So when we're streaming, I can just hit a button and it shows it. So then I can just act like it's still happening live because the way my transitions are, I'm either on my chatting screen or we're on the 2K screen that they know that's actually 2K. But when I flip back, it still is 2K, but I'm recording. So now a nigga comes out and they don't grab the mics, they're just gonna stand there. But you can hear me talking. I'm like, wait, what? It's so weird. And I'm like, oh, because we're on commentary. I pretend like we're on commentary. You see the stream, we have the table. I'm on the ground. I'm like, yeah, it's a crazy night. And then we acknowledge our chat as social media. So we're making sure everyone knows you're in the arena when you're watching the streams. We're on commentary. Whatever's happening on screen is on TV.
Oh, so it's immersive. I got you. That's dope.
So when like the way I try to make it known is if you see my XHO logo in the corner where it looks like the UPN logo, that's how you know you're watching the TV. Rather, if I'm regularly streaming, you're probably not going to see the logo, or it's going to be there if I'm streaming another game. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, but normally in some of my TikToks, you can see the UPN logo to make sure that's the camera work and then the actual shit. You feel me?
Yo, so my kind of not even quest or it's a comment, I guess, is I hear your passion when you talking about it. I see the smile on your face, like you say the weed helps, but I think the weed is just enhancing.
Oh yeah,
Again, this goes back to
Yeah.
like what we say, like the medicine of it, right? It's
yeah.
enhancing your euphoria of like, yeah, man, like when I'm really in a groove,
I can. Yeah,
this
that's
shit
the one
makes
thing I
me
use about
fucking
weed.
happy.
Cause
You know, man.
cause I've always felt this way, like my whole life. Like I was like that energetic. I'm happy as fuck. I can see the positive shit in situations, and this is before weed. But yeah, life was whooping my ass, but I was still trying to get some shit off.
Uh-huh.
But like, you catch me on a day, if the sun's out just right, I'm in a good mood. I wouldn't even need to smoke. You're like, damn, X, I ain't even smoked yet. If I smoke that day, oh yeah, I'm throwing Bill Withers on. You know I'm vibing.
That's
Like,
what's up. That's what's up.
I've been like, I'll say a couple months ago during the fall, I was smoking to like cope. I wasn't really feeling like it was recreational. I was using it. But then one of the weeks I was like, cool. I'm like, you know what? I'm wilding, let me relax. And then I started making sure if I can get some shit done, I'll rip a bowl. Then I can smoke recreation again and still get my shit done.
It's like a reward that
Yeah,
you
like
get
now,
yourself.
like
Yeah.
right now, I'm smoking. I feel half and half. I have like some anxieties right now, stress, but also I knew I'm coming on the pod. I got time to fucking rip some bowls. This is my content time for the day because my shit wasn't working. So y'all, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. So I
That's
can
awesome,
smoke
man.
my fucking weed. My cat had surgery yesterday, so I've been trying to make sure he's good. But he's been actually. Yep, still asleep. Right there.
My
So
man.
just making sure I can do what I can, smoke my weed. But now that I go to work, I get high and go to work. But I'm cooked. Oh my god, I'm doing my job. I'm like doing the shows. I'm like, yo, I'm kind of going nuts right now. God, that's what it's so funny to like when you can smoke weed and you know what you're trying to do with it, you can have so much fun just because you
Absolutely. Like you said, like smoke responsibly, like even with
Yes.
me in my situations, I smoke at certain times, and me, I want to come here and just be present,
Yeah, that's
So,
it.
but
I
because I know that if I smoke for a second and I get too high and then I'm just sitting here and Chris is talking the entire time to you,
yeah,
I'll be like, damn, I fucked up. Yeah.
yeah, like,
But that's what be happening when I smoke. So you gotta know yourself when you smoke too.
oh,
Like you gotta know
absolutely.
like what happens when you partake. But I enjoyed this conversation. But what console do you play on?
SmackDown. I've been on the PC now.
Okay.
So I got 2K23 on PC.
Okay.
But I'm an Xbox guy. Like I play NHL on Xbox.
Okay.
I think NHL is the only game I'm playing now on Xbox, and it
Okay.
shouldn't be that way because that game pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm a Steam and Xbox guy.
Steam and Xbox, bet. All right. So yeah, man, we will definitely be tapping in on your streams, and you'll see us in the social media chat.
Oh, yeah.
And,
sure.
I will say, WrestleStrania. I work on Saturday, but by rook or by crook, I swear to God, I'm gonna get that show off.
Okay.
On that, I'm gonna make sure I can take that day off at my job. Our SmackDown Live season finale, WrestleStrania, and we were trying to do some more March Madness early on the pre-roll show.
Okay.
Y'all
Shoot
tuning into that?
shoot that information to us. We'll put it on the we'll put it on the
I got you.
yeah, shoot it to us. I'll put it in post when we edit it, and I'll make sure that shit gets and nigga, if you send a link, nigga, I might pop up. You know,
because I'll explain one match because some of the shit y'all not gonna understand without telling the story. But I can just tell you the match type. There's a tag team title match. SmackDown Live Women's Tag Team Champions. The champions are high fashion. There are stoner ladies who are fire, right? Then we have the Violent Bitch Society, Stacy Keibler and Shotzi, just ass whoopers. And a match we call Pineapple Express, which is a tornado tag team 30-minute Iron Man match. Anything goes, just get your fucking shit in. It's crazy. The last time we had a Pineapples Express match, Eugene and Shelton Benjamin, the Mama's Boys, took on Finn and the Boogster, Finley and the Boogeyman. And the final score of that match was like, it was something nuts, like 18-16 or some shit. They were wilding. Tables, ladders, chairs bleeding, trading finishers, pins, that's how it should be.
All right.
You want to see some shit? You want to see some shit and 2K? Come through to SmackDown Live.
Yo, that was a great way to fucking punctuate this episode, my nigga. I appreciate the time, brother. Thank you so much, man.
I didn't even know I've been enjoying the fuck out the conversations.
Yeah.
I appreciate